Y'all, I just got a chance to finish watching Baddies Africa episode 3. And let me tell you, it was non-stop. Non-stop! Ivory put an ass whooping on Summer that she will never forget. Okay? The girls were thumping. Natalie very much so apologized to DTB just when we thought it would never fucking happen. It did. Okay? But before I get started, let me go ahead and introduce myself for those of you who don't know. My name is Bernicia. What's up? Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the notification bell, hit all the buttons, okay? It is free, and you will be doing your girl a favor, okay? Thank you very much. All right, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So the episode picks up with the little squabble between Lex and Summer. Lex and Scotty, okay? So Lex finally was able to sneak the fuck out of Scotty, okay? She thumped her a couple of good times before the security broke it up. I'm going to tell y'all, though. Scotty wasn't scared. Scotty was not scared. When Lex hit her, that bitch must have got madder than the motherfucker, because I ain't never seen Scotty get with it like that. Scotty was trying to get to Lex, okay? And even though the security guards were protecting her, they should have just let him ran it out, okay? Because Scotty was not scared. Scotty was not scared, and she was definitely standing up for herself, all right? The fucked up part about it, though, and where the episode picks up is with Summer trying to sneak Scotty. Well, I won't say try. She snuck. She popped Scotty, okay? And when she did that, she pissed Ivory off. I ain't gonna lie. It's like my spirit teleported through the camera and immersed itself into Ivory, okay? Because listen, the way that I felt is the way that Ivory was punching the shit out of Summer, okay? And I'm just saying, somebody had to do it. Thank you, Ivory, because somebody had to put that motherfucking wildebeest down for a couple of minutes, okay? Ivory hit that bitch so hard she was dazed and confused, all right? So, the whole thing about that fight with Summer and Ivory, we already know hands down Ivory can whoop Summer. She even said it in her confessionals. There's no bragging rights, bitch. I know I can whoop Summer. But what I don't understand is that I looked in the comment section and, you know, people, just to see what people thought was. You feel me? And people were saying that Summer kept up with Ivory. I said, really? Y'all go back and watch that shit. Summer kept up for all of 2 fucking seconds. That's not keeping up. Keeping up is going blow for blow. I don't know if, I can't say for sure if she got a lick or two in. Looked like she may have gotten a lick or two in. But at the end of the day, bitch, you was up, standing upright for 2 seconds. Like, come on. Kept up. Y'all giving Summer way too much credit. Okay? Motherfuckers, regardless whether Summer is a fucking pterodactyl or not, y'all ass still be making up excuses for Summer. Everybody's still trying to find, well, not everybody, but some people, the more ignorant of our group, is still trying to find ways to make Summer look good. I'm just saying, like, if she kept up, she kept up, but she didn't, bitch. I ain't biased when it comes to that. I don't like Summer little musky ass that much, but I know what my eyes saw. And my eyes saw her swing a few times, miss, and get her ass knocked the fuck out. I don't know what y'all see. So, anyway, you see Lex start to get frustrated with Summer. She tells Summer, like, Summer, don't be jumping in. Don't be jumping in. So Summer was like, oh, I know you got it, friend. I know you got it, friend. Well, what the fuck you jumping in for? Like, Summer and Scotty could have fought. Summer probably would have whooped Scotty ass by herself. Like, why the fuck is you jumping in a fight? Why are you trying to tag team Scotty? What the fuck is up with this obsession with the big three and Scotty? Listen, we'll get to it. We'll get back to it. I don't know. But you can tell that Lex was frustrated, right? Because she really wanted to get in and do her big one, and it's bad enough that the security guard keep protecting Scotty ass. Then you get Summer jump her dumb ass in a fight, so it's kind of stealing away from the what would you call it, the satisfaction that Lex wanted. You know what I'm saying? It's taken away from it. But bitch, Lex, it's a lot of shit you need to tell your friend, not just to stop jumping in. You need to straighten your friend, period. But we'll get to it. So next up we see Cold Killer versus DTB. So Cold Killer's like, DTB, I got an issue with you. I want to get my issue off with you, or whatever. Woo the woo. See, y'all stole my song. Well, y'all stole my song, and y'all didn't give me acknowledgement for it, and da 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 da. And so DTB was like, "Girl," she was like, "I don't know anything." I said, "I don't know you. I don't know no song. I don't even know the original owner of the song." DTB just looked like she was like over the whole situation, which I don't blame her. This is, keep in mind, we on episode 3, and this is literally the first night. These bitches haven't even been asleep yet. So this is a long ass fucking night. Yo, like between episode 1, 2, and 3, it's what, like 3-4 hours long? Probably 5 if I'm pushing it. And these bitches been going through this for, they are still literally on the same day. So at this point, I'll be fucking over it too. Bitches sitting around missing an eyelash and shit, looking crazy. Everybody got their wigs pulled off. Bitch, I'll be over it too. So DTB was just like, so what's up? What you want to do? Like, you know what I'm saying? And so Cold Killers, before she squares up with DTB, she pulls out a mouth guard. I was like, that had to be like the corniest shit ever. Don't get me wrong. I seen her last episode when she pulled out the mouth guard. But it's just like, bitch, why is you being a copycat? We already know the first bitch we seen on this motherfucker with a mouth guard is DTB. And next thing you know, hoes gonna be walking around with neck pillows like DTB. Y'all just be original. Be original. So anyway, Cold Killer and DTB squabble it up. DTB definitely whooped Cold Killer ass. I'm sorry. I love the new 3 girls, but them hoes can't fight. Cold Killer is probably the best fighter out of that group between her, Fauna, and K-Rican. She probably the best fighter, and she can't fight. So there's that. But it was at one point where they had fell to the ground because basically Cold Killer was trying to slam DTB to the ground, but DTB pulled on her, and so they both fell. Okay, and when they fell, Cold Killer felt like the only way she was gonna get from under DTB is if she kicked her in the pussy. So that's exactly what she did. Kicked that girl in the pussy, and her toe went up her coo her hoo ha. She was talking about the bitch talking about she was doing martial arts. Bitch, you were doing something. Cause DTB was like, ooh. Bitch, did you smell that toe after that? Like, bitch, I would have had to disinfect my whole toe. Like, ew. You just stuck your toe up somebody's vagina. Like, oh my God. So that was that, child. So then next we get to see Lex versus Scotty again. Okay. So basically Scotty came back from the bathroom. She was like, oh, my face still looks good. I'm still pretty or whatever. Boo de boo, you didn't do anything. And she was still popping her shit. So Lex was like, bitch, I ain't hit you good enough. I ain't whoop your ass good enough for my satisfaction. So Lex puts down her drink. And Lex say, come on, bitch, come on. So then she was able to get like a few pops on Scotty ass. I'm not gonna lie, like she popped Scotty ass good. She did some type of little fucking, I don't know what type of move that was. That bitch did some type of little shit and boom, 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 popped Scotty a couple of good times. Now, I noticed that Natalie jumped in, right? Natalie was trying to keep them up off Scotty, if I could say that, because before Lex and Scotty started fighting again, Summer and Scotty was arguing. And so Scotty was like, you want me to put you in the pool? Bitch, I know you can't swim. Do you want to go in the pool? Do you want to go in the pool? And like her and Summer was going back and forth. And so Natalie ran over to Summer and took the cup that Summer had out her hand. She already know that ratchet ass bitch was going to throw something. So she took the cup out of Summer's hand, right? And by that time, Lex was already swinging on Scotty. So you see her trying to break up the fight. She literally get punched a couple of times. And see, that's the thing that confuses me, because it seemed like last season, which was in y'all instance, literally a few weeks ago, you was living for Lex beating up on Scotty. Matter of fact, part of the reason I feel like Lex coming for Scotty is because of Natalie. I feel like Natalie sicked her on Scotty, but that's neither here nor there. I don't know. It's like, I think the type of relationship that Natalie got with Scotty is like, I can fuck with you, I can beat on you, I can humiliate you and be nasty to you, but she don't like to see nobody else do it. You feel me? Like, yeah, it probably amused her at the idea that Lex wanted to fight her, and she knew that Lex would beat Scotty up. And on top of that, Lex is like one of her little minions. So I feel like, yeah, she definitely felt like, okay, I got somebody for you, Scotty type situation. But I don't think that she really wanted Lex to beat up Scotty. You feel me? Because you do see her like doing things to try to prevent them from getting to Scotty. Aside from the security, people was working to protect Scotty ass, okay? That's all I'm saying. And I don't blame Scotty for still feeling some type of way towards Natalie, because Natalie do operate in a weird way, because it confused the fuck out of me, because I was like, well, damn, bitch, you just did say you didn't like the bitch and try to fight her. Her Anna was low-key finna jump your ass at the first episode, so it's just like, well, bitch, like, you know what I'm saying? What is it? What it is? Like, you know, it was just a whole lot, child. So then they broke up that fight, and then Summer was like, Summer was like, I used to like you, but you be choosing Sky, Scotty. You be choosing sides. First of all, I don't understand how Scotty's choosing sides. I think the original reason why Scotty started having problems with the big three was that whole situation when they were in the living room and Rolly decided to air out some shit that Scotty told her about Natalie, okay? And so Summer decided to jump her loud, fucking ignorant ass in a conversation and call Scotty out for being fake. But it's like, bitch, you don't know what the conversation was. You don't know the context. You don't know the history between these girls. You don't know what the fuck going on. You just talking. Okay? And so from that point on, it's like Summer put a bad taste in Scotty's mouth. So they was just having little problems. But like I said, I'm still so confused as to what Lex's issue is. Like, it went from her being like, I'm mad that you like to jump. Mind you, her friends Summer and Dolly they've been jumping every fucking thing. Then it was, you talk too much. You try to come for my bitch Summer. Summer come for everybody. So it's like none of her reasons really add up, and then they keep changing. So child, I don't know, child. I ain't no psychologist. I ain't trying to figure the shit out. So anyway, everybody starts doing a baddie shot o'clock, right? So Natalie looks over and see that everybody's doing a baddie shot o'clock except for DTB, and I'm like, damn. Talk about a bitch that's always looking for something. She's looking for a reason. Natalie, real deal, be looking for a reason to fuck with DTB, because this was a moment that we didn't need to see, okay? Well, it was unnecessary, okay? So DTB like, Natalie was like, what's up with you? What's wrong with you? Like, why you not doing baddie shot o'clock? So DTB was like, okay, you want me to do baddie shot o'clock? Oh, the bitch went to do a split, jumping down, bouncing. Listen, I'm going to tell y'all right now, I am not a lesbian, but the whole episode I spent looking at DTB's ass. I mean, that bitch do got a basketball booty. That's all I see was ass everywhere. That's all I've been seeing, okay? Ass. So I did, I couldn't do nothing but look at her ass. That bitch jumped down, did a split, bounced up, went to twerking. I was like, she fucking stupid. She is so fucking stupid. And so somebody brought up Anna. One of the girls asked Natalie about Anna. And so Natalie was like, well, she was like, I don't know, whatever the reason is, like some elusive type answer. Basically, like, she didn't really want to talk about Anna, right? So then DTB mumbled some little sleek shit. And y'all forgive me because I forgot. I didn't catch what she said. Or didn't really care. It was just the principle. She said something. Natalie called her saying some little slick shit. So Natalie got mad. Natalie said, now this is the part that confused me too, bitch. Just like Natalie went to like 4 different emotions, okay? She was like, you know what? I'm sick and tired of you challenging me. I'm the boss. She was like, what's up? What's up? Like, we can fight anytime, anywhere, any place. Come on. Yeah. But you know what, DTB? I don't have any problems with you, DTB, okay? And I apologize. I was like, this bitch was all over the place. She she wanted to hit DTB, not hit DTB, like DTB, not like DTB. I don't fucking know, but that bitch went through like 4 different personalities in like 2 minutes. She went from being crump. First, she went from nitpicking, being condescending towards DTB. Then she went to being, oh, you ain't for to challenge me. I'm the boss. Bitch, I'm the boss. Then she went to like, But DTB, I'm going to apologize if you feel like you don't get the appreciation that you deserve. Girl, y'all should see DTB face. DTB was looking at that and like, what the fuck? Like, bitch, you got problems. But ultimately, you know, DTB, I believe she accepted the apology, child, because DTB is so forgiving. She is, for what it's worth, she's very forgiving. She is. And I'm not gonna lie, it's refreshing to have, for a bitch to have traits like that, because these hoes be merciless. Like, I mean, two wrongs don't make it right. So if DTB was just as evil and manipulative, or however you want to feel about Natalie, if them two were the exact same, it wouldn't. This shit right here would just be fucking everlasting. Similar to the issues that she had with Tommy. You feel me? It'll be everlasting bullshit. I'm glad that at least one of them is a real human. Okay, and I'm not talking about Natalie. So the next fight we see is Elsie and K-Rican, okay? So Elsie goes up to K-Rican and pushes her and say, I'm sorry, babe, but we gotta fight. And I was thinking to myself, like, bitch, Chabu. Girl, I mean, like, as soon as she pushed her and gave her that little weak ass push, I said, oh, this is for to be a fight that we could have went to sleep for, okay? When I tell you that was probably the weakest fight I don't see on Baddies yet, okay? So Elsie pushes K-Rican, and then it turns into kind of like a push thing. Like, K-Rican kept trying to slam Elsie. Elsie kept trying to slam K-Rican. Neither one of them was really throwing punches like that. Mayu, K-Rican, she's a slightly better fighter than Elsie, but I just think at this point, homegirl just tired. You feel me? They've been fighting all damn day. Like, homegirl is just tired. So, anywho, they break that fight up, right? They pull Elsie up off K-Rican. And so, Cold Killer comes over and Cold cocks the shit out of Elsie. Like, she was uppercutting the shit out of her while they was trying to break them up. And so Tabi pushes Cold Killer back and tells her, like, hey, no jumping. You know what I'm saying? I do respect her for that to a certain extent. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you gonna fight, make it fair, okay? So anywho, so Tabi grabs Elsie and spins her around and tells her, you need to go fight that bitch over there. Talking about Cold Killer. She's like, you need to go fight that bitch over there. She jumped you. Child, only thing you seen was Cold Killer. Meet the shit out of motherfucking Elsie. Child, it was so bad. Tabi turned around and was like, damn. Like, god damn. And you see Scotty. The camera flashes and you see Scotty walking around with fucking Elsie's wig. At first I thought she was holding fucking Capri and dye his. I said, is that Capri she holding like that? Did she dye that motherfucker black? Because it looked like a fucking dog. Let me tell you something about Elsie in this wig. It looked like she threw that motherfucker in the air and ran up under it. Like, literally. That motherfucking wig looked like it done been through hell and back. It looked like a collection of puberty hair. Like, what the fuck, Elsie? And then she got this one eye. What you call it? It's a word that they call people with eyelash. She cockeyed it. Yeah, the bitch cockeyed it like a motherfucker. I'm like, where the fuck did they find this girl? And then she go to, you know what? I hold them thoughts. Hold that thought. So anyway, Cold Killer, like I said, she meets the fuck out of Elsie. Elsie couldn't even stand in the paint when it came to Cold Killer. And so you see Ivory. Ivory goes over. She's basically trying to comfort Elsie because Elsie's going fucking batshit bananas by this point. And so Ivory is trying to, like, you know, comfort her. Ivory is key, boy. Ivory is key. This motherfucker was saying all kind of funny shit. She was like, oh god, I gotta go back and look, cause man, Ivory was saying so much shit. Ivory had me dying motherfucking laughing. She trying to comfort the girl, but she's saying crazy ass shit, giving the girl bad fucking fighting advice and shit. And Mayu, so Summer sees all the commotion going on, and I get the feeling that motherfucking sloth was going over there to try to see what the fuck she can get into. That motherfucking gremlin. Gremlin the Summer the Gremlin went over there trying to get into the mix of the motion, probably trying to see who else she can fight. Child, Ivory turned around and see her ass. She said, Summer, go. I am tired of you. I am sick of you. Bitch, I felt that shit. Like, I felt that. Like, at this point, everybody is tired of you, Summer. Like, I'm so serious. Especially, for me, the most despicable thing Summer has done so far was how she took Pretty P's Rolex and threw that bitch in the pond. To me, that was like the most despicable, disrespectful shit that you could do to somebody. Because at the end of the day, y'all was fighting. It wasn't a big deal for you to be taking pictures of shit. Like, I understand taking a wig or something, but like, bitch, taking something like that expensive and something that somebody worked so hard for, like, bitch, it wasn't really that serious. Like, was it really that serious? Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I just don't. I can't stand Summer. So anyway, the camera flashes. You see K Rican. She's going to take her bathroom break, child. She says she tired. She need to catch her breath. And the way she was walking, bitch, I almost fell. You know how you ever been, like, let's just say after a good workout. You know, after a good workout, your damn legs feel like you walking on fucking air because they feel so damn numb. Bitch, it feels like you walking and floating at the same time. That's exactly what she was doing. I could tell the bitch was tired by how she was walking. So anyway, for some odd reason, okay, Russian Cream. So Russian Cream starts saying, I got my eyes on K Rican. I want that bitch. I want to fight that bitch. And I was just like, what? Now for me, I feel like Russian Cream, up until this point, I had damn near forgot about Russian Cream. Like, this bitch had been in the background the whole time. The entire time. So I feel like maybe production or somebody told her, like, hey, you need to get out there and do your big one, because like at this point we forgetting you here. Like, I don't know, but it seemed like she picked what she could perceive at the time to be the weakest of the bunch. You feel me? Because by this point, when she starts targeting K Rican already like clearly topped out the game. K Rican taking off to go to the bathroom. Now you chasing behind her, kicking on the bathroom door, acting a fool, bananas, acting like you just want to fight her so fucking bad. And it was because apparently there was some conversation off camera between her and K Rican. K Rican and what's this girl name? Russian Cream. And basically they was talking about how weird Elsie is. And so apparently K Rican went back and told Elsie that Russian Cream said she was weird, but withheld the fact that she called her weird too. It's kind of like telephone dog carrying the bone type thing or whatever, whoop de whoop. And so I guess that's why she wanted to fight with K Rican. But at the end of the day, like, that shit's so motherfucking petty and stupid. And to fight a bitch because of something that somebody told you that they said, like, that clearly warrants a conversation. But a fight, no. Child, like I said, she just needed to get her moment in, I guess. But I don't know. I thought I was gonna like her, but it's just like, bitch, you giving follower. I don't know if I'm gonna like her. Cut to Natalie pulls DTB to the side, and so she's like, DTB, come here, come with me. See, I'm not about to do the drama. See, come on, let me show you to your room. And I was just like thinking in my head, like, this bitch is doing too much. I told y'all Natalie was going through like a range of fucking emotions. She went from, like, she was talking all aggressive, like, bitch, damn, you want me to, come walk somewhere with you, have a conversation or whatever, let me talk to you. It's ways to say it, but she like, come here, let me talk to you, come on. Pushing the girl down the hallway, like low-key being hostile, passive-aggressive sort of type of situation, leading, DTB down this long, dark-ass hallway. I was just like, bitch, DTB, like, I love you, girl, but sometimes you too naive. Because what if she would have been walking you into an ambush, bitch? What if she would have been walking you back there and had two bitches waiting to jump you, bitch? What if, bitch, she was pushing you down the stairs? Like, bitch, you don't know what the fuck she had planned for you. So anyway, Natalie takes DTB down there and shows her room. So basically, DTB has the room on the ground floor. In the bottom, it looks like the basement, the the pit of hell. I'm just playing. It was really nice and laid down there. A bit dark though for my liking, kind of depressing sort of, but she was the room had, privacy. It was fair, it was big, it was nice. She had a little theater. She had an infinity pool, like she was close by the gym and all the amenities and things like that. And so for me, it was a couple of things that bothered me when Natalie was giving DTB the tour of the room and the space or whatever. It was the condescending tone that Natalie carried about herself. Okay? Hold on one second. Sorry, y'all. My man. First thing he want to know, what's for dinner? Baby, your food is already on the stove waiting for you, my love. Okay? I'm going to serve the meal. That's how we get down. Take care of our men around here. Okay? So, anywho, back to this. Okay, so yeah, it was the condescending way. Like, for example, she was like, she took her to the little foot wash. There's a little private foot wash thing in the room or whatever. And so Natalie was like, see, this is where you put your feet in. Because I know you've never in your life had your feet cleaned in a private setting, and this is how you use it, because I know that you've never seen anything like this, and so this is what you do with your feet, and this is how you put your feet in, and it gets them clean. And and you got your own space, because bitch, I know that you're used to living in a closet. You have a nice, it's like the way that she was, it's the tone in the way in which she was doing the little tour or whatever. It just is like, all I'll say is the devil gives gifts too. Okay? A crocodile will smile at you before it bites your motherfucking head off. Okay? Okay. So, anywho, Natalie had dispersed the girls to go get in their room. So the girls go to their room. Certain girls already know that they ain't got to look for no motherfucking room. Okay, so Scotty, we see Scotty. She goes to her room. She has her own room with a fairly nice sized bed. Homegirl forgot she was on camera because she went in there. The way she went in there and fell on that bed and threw the motherfucking legs up. She was like, Lenny, Pepper, come get me. She forgot for a clean second that I wonder if Lindy was standing in that room. He had to be, because bitch, she was like, waiting on you, okay? I know that's right, Scotland. Okay? And so then we get to see Rolly. Rolly, this bitch ain't even looking for a room, because she in a heating up her some motherfucking food, bitch. I see y'all, Zeus. Y'all don't listen to God. Y'all pay attention to what the viewers say. And we was singing how y'all don't like to feed these women, okay? So I'm glad that y'all got a table full of motherfucking food. I can imagine what Rolly room looked like, okay? Because homegirl was just, she was doing the thing that I would have did. That's why I told you, me and Rolly are like animal spirits, or spirit animals, or something like that. Because, bitch, that's the first thing I've been doing too. Bitch, give me some food. Like, I don't watch these whole fight. Let me go warm up, get some food, go in my room, get comfortable. Okay, da. So then next we get to see the big three, aka the Rat Pack. So the Rat Pack is upstairs. They have a nice size room. It's a big room, and it's, they got it nice for, the girls. Look like they all got a king size bed in that bitch. So you got Lex, Dolly, and Summer. Tavi decides that she wanted to go for the biggest room, right? And so she was headed towards Rolly room, but she was like, oh no, I'm not gonna mess with Rolly room because I respect her. Yeah, bitch. Yeah, you know who to try. And so she goes, takes her name off her room door, and then she goes upstairs to the Rat Pack's room, okay? And so Lex in there bouncing and hopping on her bed. She like, bitch, this my bed. I got my bed. I'm on my territory, and I'm gonna go back downstairs to the drama, okay? And so you see Dottie like real irritated and mad that Tavi trying to like push her way in the room or whatever. Now I don't know if they gonna end up working that out with the room situation, and I doubt that Tavi would be allowed to stay in that room, because who the fuck she gonna sleep with? I wouldn't dare sleep with Summer. She look like she fart in her sleep. I wouldn't dare sleep with Summer. Okay, so I'm wondering how that's gonna work. But yeah, so anywho, the scene flashes, and then LCK is down there going bat sick, burst sick, bananas, boo hoo, boo crazy, whatever you want to call it. That bitch, I caught like a pistol, but she is going, okay? So while LCK is over there going through her possession, her demonic possession, you hear Rolly off to the side. Rolly like, Ivory, Ivory. She was like, that girl in the brown, I don't know what her name is. That girl in the brown, she keeps saying she want to fight Cold Killer, but walk right past her, ain't do nothing. Right? Y'all, okay, keep that in mind. Okay? And so, I just find it hilarious. I just find it so hilarious how Ivory kept trying to, like I said, she kept trying to calm Elsie down. So she over there like, you from Africa, ain't it? Do that little African dance that you be doing. Do that little African dance. Elsie was looking like, bitch, what? So then Ivory tell her, listen, you gotta calm down. You can't fight while you angry. Cause that's how you gonna get your ass whooped. You gotta fight while you focus. You gotta focus. I was like, Elsie is doing everything but focusing. I don't know what the fuck. Ivory, you was sorry sis, but you was talking upon deaf ears. But it was funny as fuck, okay? And the fact that all the girls found this shit amusing. You had Lex, Scotty, fucking Ivory, all of them all in LCK face trying to calm her down because this bitch is out there making a whole spectacle of herself. I ain't gonna lie, she did her big one in a whole unique way. And then she went to do like saying all this, mumbling all this gibberish shit. And I say it's gibberish, no disrespect to the African communities, but the African people that I don't talk to, they say they don't know what the fuck she was talking about. So like I said, she was demonically possessed. That bitch was speaking in devil's tongue, okay? That's why you couldn't understand shit she was saying.
Nigga, no.
Okay, so, so anywho, we finally get a square off between, Rican and Cold Killer, okay? No, it was Rican and Fauna. So, basically, Fauna was like, oh, K Rican ain't coming down. No. So we get a face off between. We finally get the face off between the girl in the beige, Russian Cream, and Fauna. Okay. So what happened was Fauna was just like, okay, K Rican, she downstairs throwing up. She ain't feeling good. Like, I'm for to step in and fight, take that fade for my friend. Okay. So her and Russian Cream gets the squabbling. Okay, I can't really call who won it, but to me it seemed like it was pretty even. For what it's worth, it do seem like Russian Cream can fight a little bit, but then again, I haven't really seen her tear anybody, so that's that. So then next, Summer goes to giving Cold Killer like this little crazy look, and then she was just like, fuck it, bitch, let's fight. And I ain't gonna lie, Summer definitely learned a thing or two because she watched Cold Killer. I mean, she was meeking the shit out of uppercut, undercut, just teeing her ass up. I ain't gonna lie, Summer, you know, she did her big one, okay? And so, Natalie just got to the point where she was just like, y'all, look, listen, yo, we can continue this shit tomorrow because I'm finna go and get me some sleep. So Natalie is not staying at the house. Apparently, she is finna go stay her in the comforts in the heavens of Africa, wherever she's going to stay. I want to see what the fuck Natalie's staying in because I bet you that shit is A1. So anywho, the next morning you have Scotty and Rolly at the kitchen table. Sidebar: Scotty's confessional look is cunt, honey. I love that little halfway bob, I mean that long short bob thing she got going on. That's real nice. Like, she looked good. Okay, whoever did that big one. Okay, so anywho, Scotty and Rolly is having a conversation. Rolly is basically telling Scotty that she's proud of her. She's happy that, you know, she's starting to stand up for herself. And Scotty's like, I've been standing up for myself. She was like, yeah, I really see you getting in the paint now or whatever. Whoop de whoop. And so then they're joined by Diamond. So this bitch come in there. She's a laugh, a key as usual. She comes in there. This bitch got one of those neck braces, those neck pillows on, the classic. So she comes out with her neck pillow. Bitch look good. Sidebar: DTB confessionals, everyone that I've seen thus far eats the fuck down. honey. Okay. So anyway, they go to talking about Anna a little bit. Everybody's saying how they miss Anna. Broly says she don't feel like Anna's gone for good. That Anna's like on a Baddies timeout. And well, I will just say this: Broly know more than we do. Okay. I swear it's like it just feels like Broly's giving bone collector around this bitch. Okay. But anywho, DTB tells the girls that, you know, she's going to stop by and she's going to see Anna, which we will get to see that conversation, that visit with the woo next episode. Okay. So anyway, they start to walk out of the kitchen. Scotty's like, oh, I feel like I've been hit by a train. And Rolly tells her, you have, bitch. It's got big legs, a big ass tree. That shit was funny as hell. So the scene cuts and you have Tavi, Russian Cream, Cold Killer, and Pretty P. They sitting underneath the little thingy. And so they asked Cold Killer about her beef with DTB. She was basically like, you know, DTB really be to herself. Mind you, she looks really pretty right here. Okay. So anyway, they says DTB looks DTB be by herself. She be chilling for real. So it's not, you know, it's nothing. It's really, it's over. So then Tavi, and mind you, I like Tavi with this purple too. So Tavi asked Russian Cream about her beef with K-Rican. And so that's when Russian Cream gets into the what's what about how, you know, basically her and K-Rican both were talking about LC, and then K-Rican went back and told LC what Russian Cream said, but didn't repeat what she said. Either way, I just feel like, okay, well, bitch, if we having a conversation, me and you want a mutual understanding, or we in the same level of agreement in the conversation. First of all, what goes from my mouth should go to your ears, and that's it. It should not be like something where you go telling everybody, repeating our conversation, because if you doing that, you are intentionally being messy. So I understand why she was upset, but at the same time, it's like, bitch, it's not that serious where you gotta fight. Especially when that girl clearly wasn't in a condition to fight, and then you was real hesitant to fight Cold Killer, which I'm gonna get into, because like I said earlier, it was a part where the girls were rushing out to see what the hell was going on with Elsie, and Broly called Ivory to the side and said, Ivory, the girl in the brown pants, I don't know what her name is. She keeps saying she want to fight Cold Killer, but she just walked past Cold Killer and ain't do nothing. So, you know what I'm saying? That's why I was like, this bitch be looking, seem like she the type that look for a moment. She picks and chooses. I don't know. It's something, I can't quite put my finger on it quite well when it comes to Russian Cream, but I don't know if she's my cup of tea. And so these ratchet assholes, Dolly and Summer, come walking over, talking about how they had to fight everybody the night before, the day before, woo. And then the scene flashes, we get to see Dolly's confessional. Girl, what the fuck? You look like an alien. And so, anywho, Summer goes over to Pretty P. And she apologized about the whole Rolex situation, but Pretty P was like, you know, no, Pretty P was like, okay, so my thing is, when Dolly gave me back my chain, why you didn't just give me back my Rolex then? But Summer felt like, you know, Pretty P had spoke on her dead mom, or spoke on her mom, or whatever, something like that. So she was like, you know, that's why I whoop the whoop. But Pretty P was like, well, it don't matter anyway, because bitch, I got a upgrade, so it is what it is. And so, Dolly looks over at Cold Killer and tells her, oh, girl, I almost didn't recognize you. You look so different with all that makeup on, covering up those black eyes. And Cold Killer look at Dolly and say, yeah, girl, because you don't look the same with makeup off either, with no makeup on either. Like, and on some real shit, Dolly, girl, you the last person that should be talking about what a person don't look like with their makeup. With makeup, you look pretty. Sometimes, except for this confessional picture right here. But without it, girl, you look like fucking, ooh, girl. And your edge line, the edge line make you look like an old ass woman. No, Dolly, no, you the last person that should be talking, right? And then Cold Killer went on to say, like, oh, you were just telling me how pretty you think I am, etc., etc., etc. And so Summer decides to approach Cold Killer. And that's where the episode goes off. Summer runs up on Cold Killer. Cold Killer comes out with this powder substance, okay? And she throws it on Summer. I understand because Summer's pissy. So I throw some powder on that bitch too. But at the end of the day, that's how the episode ended, okay? Next week's episode, we get a glimpse of, DTB going to go see Anna. And I have a curiosity about that because I thought that Anna was we wasn't gonna see Anna no more after that whole fight situation at the restaurant. So it confuses me because it's like, is she gonna be on the show or she's not? Because I could have sworn she said that she wasn't on the show, period. So like beyond that fight with her and Natalie and Stunner Girl and all of that, I didn't think that she would still be on the show. We would see her again, whatever. Anyway, Natalie calls a house meeting. We know that it's gonna go off the train. From the glimpses of the shit that I've seen, it's gonna go up. Tommy finna be tearing ass here and there. It's just gonna be chaotic next episode. Now, while I don't mind, I'm a sucker for a good fight, a good punch. Okay, I don't mind the carrying on. It's just like at some point we have to have some dialogue. Like, and that's one of the reasons why I don't have any respect for the Rat Pack, because it's just like y'all is the ones that's causing most of the chaos in the house. Like, for real. And it's the thing, like, y'all don't have to put on as much as y'all doing. Like, summer has been a spectacle, but it's just like now it's like summer times 3. It's like, why? You know what I'm saying? And I won't even say Summer so much. I mean, Lex. It's really Summer and Dolly. But I just feel like, Lex, you need to hold your friends accountable because you're the only one with an IQ. Both of them bitches' IQs is below 3. Negative 30. Okay? So it's just like, why the fuck won't you tell your friends? Like, since you the only one out the group with some sense, like, bitch, y'all need to stop. Like, calm the fuck down. You feel me? Like, handle your shit and then calm it down. Like, tell your friends. Just tell your friends when they right or wrong. Because you ain't really a friend with a bitch and you can't speak your real mind. Because you can tell that Lex is not on that same type of time that they be on. Okay? And the fact that she ain't speaking her mind and telling her friends how they really is, then it just speaks volumes. Like, girl, like, you don't really fuck with them like you think you do. Because if you did, you'll tell them about themselves. I don't give a fuck, friend. You gonna be mad at me later, but I'm gonna tell your ass when you is right and when you is wrong. And I expect the same from you. I don't want a bitch that's gonna lie to me around me as a friend. But child, that shit, I don't know if that's gonna work out, that Rat Pack. But yeah, so far this episode was really good. It was a lot of action, a lot of drama, a lot of funny things that happened. My favorite person in this episode is most definitely Ivory. Yeah, I love Ivory, and I love the 3 new girls, Fauna, Cold Killer, and K-Rican. I love them. Okay, they are definitely standing out. Okay, so with that being said, let me know you guys' thoughts in the comment section. Feel free to speak your mind, who you side with as far as like the Rat Pack versus the new 3, and all this just craziness that happened. Also, if you're new here, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit all that good buttons. It is free and it takes you less than a second. Okay, so thank you for watching. With that being said, I love you guys. Deuces.